Hello darlings, welcome back to my channel. My name is Coralie and today we're going to talk about colorism, which if you don't know what colorism is basically, it's like a derivative of racism. It's like racism is like the main category and then like one of the subcategories is like colorism. So I'm just going to read you a few definitions. I think it's one definition that I wrote. But I have notes on my phone just so I make sure I hit all my talking points. Colorism is discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group, which means that colorism is often most present in, like, I'm just gonna say black communities, a lot African communities. I know a lot of like North Africans, so a lot of Arab people also. There's a lot of colorism going on. A lot of like Latinas, they have like colorism going on as well. But I mean, it's not only gonna be about colorism, but it's gonna be a lot about like, I don't even know, like skin color and everything. So I'm gonna do my makeup while doing it because I mean, I like doing my makeup. It helps me just like have a little sense of security, knowing I'm not gonna go crazy making this video. I'm gonna start with the NYX Ultimate Brights palette and I'm just gonna use this green right here. You guys know, if you've been, especially on Twitter, you know of the whole black fishing thing that happened a while ago. I'm probably gonna put pictures, but it's basically a lot of white influencers on Instagram that were black passing. Is black passing a term? I'm not 100% sure, but they were basically black passing as black influencers, and it was not only by the bias of their skin tone but their whole looks, like the whole premise. You know, like if you take like a stereotypical like black person's face, like black traits, you know, it's usually like big lips, a little bit of like a flat nose, or you know, darker skin, curly hair, curves, like all this. It's very typical to like black women, which I'm not saying only black women have curves, big lips, or curly hair, but you know, it's a lot of the stereotypes that goes around. Then I'm gonna take a lighter green. This is from the BH Take Me Back to Brazil palette. It's this green right here. I think it's very idiotic and like ignorant to ignore that that's what they were doing. Like, a lot of black people raised awareness of the fact that it was, you know, blackfishing, like practically, and that these influencers were taking the place of actual black influencers, because like people see them and they're like, oh, like obviously she's mixed or she's black, like she's, you know, let's just give her a place. And a lot of communities on Twitter, like it wasn't necessarily like white people, but like mostly white people, we're talking about how, oh, but like can't we tan that dark, nah, nah, nah. And the thing is, darlings, the thing is that you can most definitely tan on your own. Tanning is not an issue. By the way, if you're out there in the sun, put on your sunscreen because, you know, we're trying to avoid aging, burning, and skin cancer. So for some people, it is possible to tan really dark. The problem is when you are artificially aiming to tan that dark. That dark, I don't want to set like boundaries, but that dark should be out of your realm. You shouldn't be that dark ever. Unless you achieve that naturally, which if you did, honey, oh my god, hopefully you did wear your sunscreen, because listen, like that much sun exposure is not good for anybody. The sun is beautiful, but it's also very harmful. We can make this a 2-in-1, this informational video about why you should be wearing sunscreen and why you should not be passing as another race. Very important. And something that also bothered me a lot with these people is that more often than not, you know, there would be comments under their pictures being like black queen, and then they would be liking that comment. Like, under no circumstance, regardless of your ethnicity, if you're not black, you should never be liking a comment that's saying black queen, because some people are actually gonna be fooled. And that's like if people can be fooled, I assure you brands can be fooled and decide that, oh yeah, they want to have more diversity, so they're gonna work with you. And in that sense, what you're doing in this industry is not good. Like, I know whenever somebody raises awareness on a problem like this on Twitter, oh my god, yeah, I swear, white Twitter, I have no beef against white people, pero white Twitter, White Twitter is out there talking shit. White Twitter is out there saying like, why shouldn't we tan? Like, that is not the point. The problem with these people is that they're choosing the aesthetic of black people because black people are stunning, beautiful. So they're choosing the aesthetic of black people, but they're not choosing the struggles. And for all the struggles that black people have gone through, it is disrespectful and it is ignorant of someone to just go out there and like steal a skin tone, like just like, you know, just like take a skin tone for like a quick second and just do it. Now that's what media likes. Like a few decades ago, media liked very white people. White showed wealth, opulence, you know, it showed rich. I like that word. It showed that you have money. From the Morphe Artistry palette, I'm gonna take this green shade. Ooh, girl, this green shade right here and try to darken the eye look. What was I saying? Oh, by the way, I haven't given context. Okay, I am black. Regardless of what you think, I am black. Both my parents were born in Haiti. I know there have been some mixes of maybe of the bloodline, but I'm not aware of them enough and I don't associate myself to them enough to be anything but black. And so yeah, so it doesn't give me like I think everybody has the right to speak up on issues like this, but it's also a reason why I'm a little pressed. I think it's disrespectful to do that. And so that happened, and you know, obviously like people ended up like letting it go. Well, letting it go, not letting it go, but it kind of calmed down for a little bit, you know, and I wasn't hearing much about like these stories. But guys, now it's summer, so you know they back.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Oh Lord, I don't know how to say this and not like upset anybody. Okay, so let me tell you something. I'm gonna focus on the UK just because until I am proven wrong, the UK has the most powerful internalized racism I've ever seen. Like, I mean, maybe I haven't seen much racism, but girl, it's internalized and they're not even aware of it. That's the worst. That's the very worst. I'm not saying everybody in the UK has, because I personally know personally I'm being a little, you know, I'm being a little free-handed with this, but I do know that not everybody is like this. It's never like a generalization of the people. Like, I don't be knowing why the UK has to be racist like that, okay? Okay, so the UK MUAs, especially like makeup artists, are obsessed in my opinion with darker foundation. Like they want the darker foundation. Unfortunately, they have a tendency of just wanting everything to be darker, and I'm like, but you know, I love representation for the black community, but the way they're doing it on like white models, it's not the most flattering. I'm gonna pop a picture like right here. There's this guy, he did the makeup, he did some girl's makeup, and he posted like, he did like half her face before the other half, just so it's like the power of makeup. It was kind of like a cute moment, and I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, the eye makeup, insane. Like, I'm gonna pop the picture like right here and you're gonna see the eye makeup is so nice. But why her skin like darker than like hers? It's so dark, you guys. It's so dark. I'm just thinking about it now and I want to cry. When I tell you her skin was so dark, like you're seeing it right now, her skin was very, very dark. And you know, people were commenting under the guy's picture being like, okay, like no hate, but I think like you should know that, you know, it's kind of disrespectful for the black community of you to do this. And the guy kept saying, oh, I had to match my client's face to her neck. Like, first of all, why in the hell was your client this dark? She's a white girl, and it's fine to be a white girl, honey, but I can assure you she did not spend all that time in the sun. Trust me. But okay, so then someone replied very politely to the guy, was saying like, oh yeah, I know you didn't mean like anything wrong, but it's highly disrespectful. Your client, maybe next time go a little lighter on the foundation. And the guy was like, yes, I understand, but like I had to match my client's neck, like whatever. But then this guy started liking like comments talking about how, oh yeah, like I don't understand what's everyone's problem, like, can't a white girl tan? And he's like, yeah, right, like, no. And then he talks about how he's not against people of color because he's a person of color himself. Honey, that doesn't excuse your behavior, the clownery, love. You've just been admitted to clown school, Jesus. The problem that I also have with this is that the MUAs, they're so brave and so quick to defend themselves that it's almost as if like whoever was talking like about what they were doing was the one talking like wrong. And I just don't know at this point. I literally just don't know. So let me just pop another picture of like a British woman that literally tanned herself darker than anything. One of the people I follow on Twitter, you know, quote tweeted and was like, listen, this is not right. I'm gonna put the picture like right here, by the way. But this is not right. Why do you look 7 shades darker than you need to be? Like, and then people are out in these comments asking the girl, how did you get so tan? I want to get as tan as you. And she was like, I upped the contrast in the picture. I don't want to say anything, but that actually really means that you are going dark for darker than you look. You like the aesthetic, sis. Like, let's not lie to ourselves. You like the aesthetic. And you know what? Liking the aesthetic, I understand why you would like the aesthetic. Like I said, black people are so stunning and beautiful that you would like the aesthetic, and that's fine because guess what? You can like an aesthetic and still be respectful to it. You feel me? Like, and I mean, blackness is not an aesthetic. Like, let's be right. Blackness is not an aesthetic. It's an ethnicity. It's something that some people have literally like paid for. So people pay every day for being black, and you're just out there in these streets like black facing your way into life. Like I said, I want to believe that nothing is intentional, but I'm at the point right now where I don't know if people do it for the publicity or if people do it because it's so internalized and it's so like beaten down into their mentality that what they're doing is wrong, is right. Like, I don't know anymore. Oh my god, all the other white people going to attack like the people that are speaking up, like, don't. If you don't feel concerned by a statement, you should be able to just rightfully ignore that statement. And by the way, calling out blackface, calling out black passing is not bullying. It's literally calling out something that's rightful to call out and something that's important to call out, because some of the white people out there acting up while black people are getting arrested for how they look. You're getting praised. You're getting, oh my god, black queen, ooh, like tan legend. Like, you're not tan, fam. You're literally black passing to someone darker than you are. Oh my god. I'm gonna do my other eye off camera. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I actually did my whole foundation because I wasn't gonna talk while doing this. So something that I noticed, especially when people on Twitter were bringing up the issues of you know, white people black passing or like, you know, tanning their skin artificially way too much. You know, the people would be like, can I tan? Are white people not allowed to be in the sun? The problem with it is that you're basically choosing certain aspects of blackness without choosing the struggle. And like I said, like, that's just disrespectful. Like, black people go through shit every day. But then after they go and they'll be like, what about your wigs? Do you not like your own hair? Like, sis, white people are always out there getting perms. Like, what do you mean, do I not like my own hair? I remember I was at a place once and this girl says like, oh my god, I'm getting a perm because I want my hair to look like yours. Your hair not gonna look like mine, like, that's for sure, first of all. Oh my god, let's not even start about people's obsession with mixed babies. Oh my god, that's the worst. Especially because like babies don't know that they're being put through like all this, but like there's like white women that love to talk about how like, oh yeah, they wanted a black baby daddy so their kids could look mixed. Like, oh, there's also this like obsession on like racial ambiguity. Oh my god, people love their kids to either look mixed or racially ambiguous. I've been told myself many times that people don't know where I'm from. People don't know my race ever. Like, they'll try their very best, but they never really know where I'm from. Like, nobody knows. Trust me, it's actually funny. It's actually funny. Nobody knows where I'm from, and I don't care. Like, okay, like, you don't know where I don't mind if people ask me, but people are fetishizing. That's the word. People are fetishizing mixed kids and racially ambiguous people because they don't want the whole blackness, but they want the good looks of the black. Like, anyone whose picture I put on the screen, like, I mean no disrespect, I mean no hate. Like I said, I want to believe nobody is coming from a place of disrespect, but I just feel like it's like internalized. Like I said, it's internalized racism. Like, it's like they don't know they're doing it, but they're doing it. This is the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Charmer. Please stop, and stop getting mad at black people for speaking the hell up, because it's about damn time. Ta-da! This is the video, guys. I don't know if I had anything more to say. Maybe I had, but you know when you get heated, you forget. I just want to say this is lighthearted. I don't mean no hate towards anybody. I just need people to be more conscious of what they're doing because it's affecting people. And the fact that you're black passing or going like 17 shades darker than you really are. Like when I sell fake tans, for example, I sell beauty products, right? I work in the retail business as a student, of course. Like, it's not my final job or anything. You know, even when I sell fake tanners to the people, I'm gonna make sure I don't sell you a fake tan that's gonna make you darker than me when you're already 7 shades lighter than me. Like, I'm gonna give you something that's gonna give you a nice summery glow because, girl, trust me when I say I am all for sunless tanning. I do not want anyone out there not going outside and not putting sunscreen and then just like, because they want to tan. Like, if you want to be tan, I just recommend sunless tanner. I personally love the idea of you using sunless tanner because it gives you a natural, like, healthy glow without the sun damage, and I think that's really, really nice. That's why I'm not against self-tanner. Girl, if you got a self-tan, then you know what you gotta do. Self-tan. But I do not want you to self-tan extra dark. I could buy the extra dark self-tanner because I know it's not gonna make me that dark. But I do not want you white. Like, if you're as white as this little lash thing, don't take extra dark. Take normal. But I do not want you, please, for the love of Jesus, the love of God, the love of my sanity, honey. Stop over tanning yourselves. It's not a good look. Well, it might be a good look, but it's not ethically correct. And I just stay mindful. You're a citizen of the world. You have to be ethically correct. You have to understand boundaries and you have to understand where other people came from. So stay lit, stay woke, mind your business. This was the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any comments, leave it in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you did think the point I was making was fair, because I'm always trying to be fair, never trying to be overstepping onto anyone's freedom of liberty. If you like me, my personality, or the content I put right up on YouTube, then feel totally free to subscribe to this channel. I love you guys so much. Please, nobody be offended by this, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.